guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode number 12 of the Dortmund Career Mode series. This episode, we're going to be playing the last game of the group stage against Celtic, who are currently sitting. So if we're guaranteed to go through, whatever happens in this game, it's just to see who gets top spot out of us and Zenit, who play Basel in their final game. Hoping Basel wins, so we even have to draw just to get the top spot. But we won't know till we finish our game. So I'll just run you through what's happened since the last episode, which I believe was the Zenit game where we drew 3-3, which was absolutely frustrating to be 3-1 up to then go and draw 3-all. We moved on to Bayer Leverkusen and we beat them 4-0. Very good goals from Tielemans, Lukaku, and there was an own goal by Brooks, and Dembele got on the score sheet as well. Dembele was the man of the match, so he just was absolutely sensational. So one thing that bugs me about him, he's very good, and he is only 20, but he is very inconsistent, which is the one thing I get annoyed with. Is I want players to be constantly consistent rather than good one game, shit for 5. I'd rather him be performing, if it's at a lower level slightly, performing consistently at, say, at the minute he's got a 7.88. Very good, because he has some like 8 and 9 rating games so far. But I'd rather him, that average rating like 7.2, and it be over all 14 games, not over 8 of them, so. Excuse me there. But he's done really well, very happy with him. He's still young, he can improve on his consistency. We played the second round of the German Cup. Lukaku fired us to glory in that one. He's found his scoring boots again there, because he hasn't really scored in many games before that. The last one he scored in was up here on the 9th of September, and he's now scored in basically a month he hasn't scored. We then played Shackle and drew 2-2 with them. I think they scored very late on. No, it was on the 61st minute they scored, but Roos and Lukaku were able to get the goals there. And again, started off well, just didn't end the game very strong. We played Zenit, we actually beat Zenit, which was absolutely brilliant to reinforce our place at the top of the table in the Champions League. And see, we got 20 shots, but only 4 went on target, which is disappointing in terms of quantity over quality. The major turning point was we were 1-0 up, and Axel Witsel got sent off for a second yellow card, and we then just put pedal to the metal and push for the winner, which their goalie did really well in terms of keeping us out for so long, and it could have been a few more, honestly, but to Sanchez got the winner for us in there. Then off the back of that good win, we lost 1-0 with Stuttgart, which again wasn't the best of our games. We dominated it attacking wise, and we just couldn't score. Plain and simple, their goalkeeper was just too good on the night, and the defenders kept getting in the way, and they hit us on one break on the 11th minute and just held back for the rest of the game. But moving on in the league, we beat Wolfsburg 2-1. Julian Brandt started. I think I rotated. There's a little bit of rotation in this one. Yeah, Brandt started and got a game and did good on that chance, got us the goal. And Roos got the second just after half time, after they went 1-0 up on the 4th minute. So this got the habit of going down and coming back, which I don't like at all. But in the game against Basel, we didn't have to do that. Tielemans got us in the lead, and we held on pretty much all the way through the game. They didn't overly threaten that much, but we were able to get the win with Brandt just sealing it off on the 93rd minute. As you see, Laporte got sent off on the 88th minute, so that put me a little bit nervy for the last few moments, but we're able to hold out, claim the win, go top of the group, and push into the next game of the Champions League that we'll be playing shortly. Hoffenheim were our next opponents, and we beat them 2-0 as well. This one we sort of rotated quite a bit. No, we didn't rotate quite a bit. There was one game we definitely rotated a lot, I just can't remember which one. And we then just played Augsburg and drew with them 1-1 with Tobias Werner getting their goal on the 71st minute. Is he the relative? No, I'm thinking of someone else. No, didn't want that, I want that one. Yeah, the only major downside was Paslak got a knee injury in that game, and they scored because I had to push Ginter out to right back and bring Uko Rodriguez into centre back, and it was Ginter that lost his man to let Werner in and have the shot, which was very disappointing. Which brings us on to the game today against Celtic. I'm actually just going to do this one game today because I was going to do the Bayern Munich game, but as you can see we've got a German Cup game in the middle as well, so we'll do the Bayern Munich game in the next episode after this one. So, where's the league table? As you can see, we are currently sitting second on 30 points. Bayern Munich are currently undefeated. I don't think we've played them yet, to be honest. No, I think the game coming up is our first game against them. So that will hopefully put us level on points with them and see how that goes. But Schalke and Bayer Leverkusen are hot on our tails as well. Hoffenheim are a little bit further behind, but they're still very much in distance of closing and overtaking us if we have a bad run and they get a good run. So we'll jump into this game and we'll aim to top the group. I'm going to rotate this team quite a bit because we don't really need to overly because they're I can't pronounce the name, Gurava Birth. I probably butchered that completely, but they're quite low in the league, so I'm just gonna give a couple of the bigger name players a rest. I'll give Kante a game. Digne can have a game. That's the issue I've got at the minute. Hector's got to play on the right, Digne on the left, because Paslak's out for another 2 months, and Victor Taveras is currently injured as well for 2 months. So I'm running out of right backs at the moment that can play. Where else do I want to swap players around? Let's give Lukaku a rest and give Mbolo the game. And Brandt for Roos. Dembele can start. And like second half I can bring on Gundogan and Santi-Jean Lozano can actually play for Dembele. So we'll do that instead, because all the front lot are rotated, which is at least good enough for what I want to see. Then let's carry on. As you've probably gathered, I'm hopefully going to be making some signings in January, because I'm not quite happy with the sort of depth of the squad, because I've got quite a lot of youngsters, but they're slightly too young to register, which is the annoying bit about German football, is of their age cap, or if you're not 16, if you're not 17 by the 1st of January or the end of that year, you can't play, so you can't register them. So there's going to be a couple of players coming in. I was looking at replacing Timo Horn with another goalkeeper, which might be in the pipeline as well. But in the comments below, put in there a position you want to see me strengthen. Effectively, from this January on, I'm just going to be buying German players. So I want you to put in the description where you think the squad can be improved, which players you would possibly think of bringing in, like example Julian Draxler, Leroy Sané, two very good, very young German players. Jonathan Tah, centre back, Ter Stegen, goalkeeper. That sort of thinking. Okay, you won't know a lot about the regens that are in the game at the moment. I'm rambling away, and Celtic have gone 1-0 up, which is a bit disappointing. But it's a lovely ball in. But yeah, if you want to put in the description below where you think I can improve and suggest a player possibly I could look at getting, then feel free, let me know. I want your input. I want to sort of make this, say, more viewer, what's the word I'm looking for? Viewer, not viewer friendly, viewer interactive. So I want to sort of put forward who should I sign, this player or this player, and get suggestions from anyone watching the videos, which I hope people are and enjoying what I'm creating. I'm trying to be entertaining, but I'll hopefully improve as time goes on, because this is my first sort of journey into doing this sort of stuff. I've never done sort of video editing, video recording, gameplay videos before, so very much different to what my normal line of work is and has been. So as you can just see, we just scored our equaliser, and Zenit are currently beating Basel. So I'd like to win our game so we get an easier draw in the first round knockout. But if they're going to get another goal from a set piece, it's not likely going to happen. But Lozano's got the ball on the wing and gives it into Illa. So like end of this season, maybe I'm probably going to end up selling quite a lot of my German players. Not my German players, they're the ones I want to keep. Sell a load of my foreigner players and look to bring in solely German, like Lucas Digne will probably get sold because he's French, and Hector is who I want to be my starting left back at the minute anyway. Like that. Ginter's German, so he's fine. Socrates is Greek and 29, so I was going to look to move him on anyway. And as I say that, and Bolo's just hit the woodwork, and Bolo will probably move on in a season or so. I don't want to just sell them all for the sake of it. I'd want to have someone to replace them lined up first. Then I can look at moving them on. Like Francedo Illa is Argentinian, but he might, I don't actually know how long you have to be in Germany to gain nationality. So if I bring a youngster in and they gain nationality for Germany, they can stay. If they have dual nationality, fine. But I predominantly want a team full of German players. And as I say that, a non-German player has scored in Mbolo. So like Lukaku will go in a couple of seasons if I can get a good striker in. Renato Sanchez is, I don't actually know, what's he, Portuguese. He'd go in a couple of seasons when I've got a good box-to-box German player in. Oh, excuse me. Gundogan will stay. He's probably at the club till the end of his career. I'll have to have a look and see how long it's got to be for German players to gain nationality. But as I say, they're on the attack and they almost get their second goal. Hector's not having the best of games, but he's playing out of position, so I can't really complain too much. He's doing a decent enough job. But the ball's ping-balling around in the box. Me and my pronunciation today is absolutely atrocious. But we're on the attack now. Illa. Lintefe. They play the ball up, and who's that? Who's 28? Ginter can get back, and it's a good save by Horn on that one, and Hector just puts it out for a corner. Lovely header by Kante, but it goes straight back to Commons. They put it in the box again, and Brandt hoofs it clear for Mbolo to latch onto. Can we get some players up in support? He whips it, and nope, the goalkeeper is able to claim that easily. Alright, so let's see about bringing some other players off in a minute. Gundogan's on a yellow, so I'll probably end up bringing him out. Yes, I will bring him off for Sanchez. Hector's not doing that well, but I don't have anyone who can come in and play right back. No, I'm not pushing Dembele back there or anything daft like that. Really, I've got no one to bring in. Not even a centre back to push Ginter out there. I'll just go with that for the minute and see what happens. And sort of hope we can. Or if I go switch Hector and Digne around and see if Digne can just do a job out there for a few minutes or till the end of the game, and Hector can pick up a bit and improve on the left hand side. And time is ticking away, which I like to see. And it looks like Basel have equalised against Zenit as well, so hopefully if this can tick away nice and quickly. 79th minute, come on. There's no highlight, just skip through it and get to the end of the game. James Wilson. Oh, that's lovely. It's just sort of jumped straight to the end, more or less. And they're going to get one attack from a throw-in. They're 2 minutes past the, or 1 minute past the end of extra added time, and we've ended up picking up the win, which is absolutely lovely. Which means we top the group, and we will. No, I'm very happy with that. Get a slightly easier game in the next episode, in the next round. I don't know what that sound was. My phone's going off. Alright, when is the draw for the next? There against before the Wolfsburg game. So as I'm not going to be playing, where's the right bit? Next game against Bayern Munich now, we'll do it in the next episode. So I'll play this, I'll recap what's happened in these two games, and then I'll show you what the Champions League draw was, who we got, where it's going to be, as it's going to be the 13th of November. February. I'm really not with it in the minute, so thank you for watching. If you'd enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.